The mysterious, the unexplainable. That is why you are here. And now, for the first time, we are bringing to you the full story of what happened on that fateful day. The incidents, the places. My friend, we cannot keep this a secret any longer. Can your heart stand the shocking facts about grave robbers from outer space?
In charge now, Lieutenant. Yeah, yes I am. Calvin? Yes, sir? Back up the car and gather radio. Tell the coroner he's got to make another trip out here.
We once laughed at the horseless carriage, the airplane, the telephone, the electric light, vitamins, radio, and even television. And now some of us laugh at outer space.
Faraway dreams, mysteries, other worlds, other light, stars, planets.
Bacon here. Welcome in, everyone. Where am I? Huh. So everything's broken more than normal, and that's fun. Love that for me. Hang on just a sec while I figure out why I'm... Okay, sound still works, so my entire computer isn't broken. That's good. Why am I found where I was. I forgot I was using the other model, so I switched to this, and forgot that it naturally appears below where it normally is, and I forgot to reset it. Well, moving right along. Welcome in, everyone. I hope everyone's having a good day, and thank you again, Sickly, for the raid. For everyone who doesn't know, I am the Eldritch Horror of Bread, an Eldritch Horror from beyond this reality who found an old man blockbuster full of classic games and decided this is my personality in life now. Yeah, I normally stream a lot of retro stuff like Super Mario RPG Remake, and tonight we were technically supposed to be streaming another game, but first of all, I got distracted by playing Halo. Oh, Cammy Snake, thank you so much for following. I hope that you're enjoying your time here, and welcome in. But yeah, we're supposed to play another game. I got distracted, thought that we were playing this tonight. Then I realized we weren't playing this tonight. But then it was already stuck in my mind, and I realized, wait, we have like a little bit of game left, and then we are at not only the final, like the boss of this dungeon, but the final boss. Like this might be, we might be playing the regularly planned game, or like Risk of Rain or something, or I might cancel stream early so I can go back to playing Halo in like an hour or so. Like there is not much game left, and oh my god, I have... But yeah, but I hope everyone else is doing well. It has been cold. We had all of 1 degree today by me. A single degree. Am I going to get... Nope, I'm not going to get squished. So that was fun. Sometimes it was negative, sometimes it was positive. But yeah, I hope everyone else is staying warm, and if you have any warm weather, please send it up. Ugh. You have 1 degree as exactly. Ah, so you are the notorious Mario. I'm impressed you made it this far. I didn't think you could. Oh, feisty little fellow, aren't you? But this is the end of the line. Slow day at work because no one else wanted to drive in freezing weather. But that is so true that like on my way home from work. Ooh. Okay, Boomer. All right, let's get Mallow for the thought peak. On my way home from work, there's a section that I usually like cut through some parking lots just because it's like faster than trying to. Oh, 2000. Time for words has passed. I cannot attack the shy guy, and I forgot what his weaknesses were. And like it wasn't even ice, it was just compacted snow up a hill that was honestly really rough to try to go through. Hey, welcome in. I hope that your Monster Hunter World stream went well. I was only able to lurk on and off, but it seemed like you were doing good and made some good progress. Let's try fire. Yep, that'll do it. But yeah, it was mostly chatting a bunch of BS. I mean, hey, that's still fun. Let's try poisoning. Hey, Grace. Oh, I hope that you're having a good afternoon. Hey. Ugh. No, the theme of the stream is definitely brain, not brain. And speaking of BS, found a really interesting job advertisement. Ooh, find a scam posting. Those are also fun. Work remotely, yes. Job types part-time, volunteer, part-time hours 2 per week. Salary 1 cent per year. Okay, that DM you sent is absolute peak scam job of. I am hoping that they misprinted that and it's supposed to be more than a single cent a year, but also, yeah. That has to be someone who's just mass applying to absolutely everything and they don't see what they got. Oh, this is absurd. Can't be defeated by them. Won't let this happen. Won't fall in battle. Having an attack. Oh, an asthma attack. I don't need your sympathy. Soldier, prepared to go. Take a dive, Chandelier. Out! See you later, kids. Boomer. Oh, poor Boomer. But not to worry, a little fall isn't gonna hurt you. Oh, yeah, we're like not that far off the ground. Getting ARR guys. You know, Boomer does have the same energy as you, as Mr. You are talking big for a guy who's about to get his ass handed to you on an elevator. It's the Mario equivalent of. Yeah, even back then, they had a guy talking big for someone about to get his ass handed to him on a chandelier. Yeah, increasing speed. So I hate to ask for her to bed soon. Collabin? Yeah, I think it should be. Hang on, I just realized I lost something, but I am definitely down for that. I'll be sure to grab Pal World before then. Hang on, I lost a ring that I should have. I'll be back. I can't believe it took me almost an hour to realize I wasn't wearing that. Sweet, Predator 2 might. Oh, Oh yeah, because yeah, you're doing like a 24-hour stream, so that makes sense. Favorite bit all the time was guys being voiced by Gilbert Gottfried. He has range, and ow, damn it! So I've had this emote for a while, specifically in preparation of this fight. Thanks for the flood, Sith. But so normally there's Exor, right eye, left eye, and in the original version, his mouth, for some ungodly reason, was translated as Neo Squid. And I am actually kind of mad that it is no longer Neo Squid here. Man, all that set up for a joke that never paid off. God damn it. But no, there's no reason for it to be, and like all throughout when this game was first released on the Super NES, thanks for the knife face. Have a good rest. Yeah. Good luck tonight. But yeah, ever since like the beginning of this game being released, nobody knew why it was translated like that, because it was clearly a mouth. There's no reason for it to not be. So but it was also like charming and kind of weird, so I personally loved it. Oh, I just have no health. Vision is 2028, but that was from guessing blindly in the exam. I'm just going to knock out all of the eyes because I think I'm much stronger than I should be. But yeah, no, Cammy, that was what kind of surprised me, that with Palworld, for a concept that's basically Pokemon with guns, I was kind of surprised by the fact that I think I counted once 12 friends of mine, like 12 friends of mine on Twitter were responding to Palworld's submit and win a free Steam key. And then I've only seen that number increase. Like, I was number 6 when it first dropped. And, well, free stuff, but here's the thing. Judging by their reactions, like, they were honestly interested in it. I'm just gonna jump on them. Like, there were some people who were like, I've been waiting for this since announcement. I am so excited to see that. This looks so silly. I can't wait. Oh, did I just get scared? Yeah. And like every time it's mentioned, there's always someone who will like show up and mention, yeah, I was looking forward to this and can't wait for the game. So on one hand, it might be one of those cases of like whenever I am messing up these timings. Ben and Weebu's server were kind of disappointed how many people are shrugging off as a cheap Pokemon clone. Yeah, that's a good point. That it has a reputation, and I know that this has actually been a problem for like any game where you have, wow, he's really just weak to the entire sword, weak to poison. But any game where you have like a similar mechanic of train and fight with monster pals, like Digimon, I forget like any other examples, but I know Digimon was one that got hit very, very hard with the criticism of, like, ever since the 80s, people have just been saying that anything that looks somewhat similar, Digimon fan preaching, fair enough. But since I don't know Digimon, Acquire is very helpful for preaching. Could have bought it earlier, yes, it's Pokemon-esque, but you also have base building, factory making, farming, just a lot of stuff. Yeah. the Monster Hunter stories got compared to Pokemon. And like that's been happening since the 80s. That's why Pokemon has always been like huge in the US, but everything else has been struggling. Dungeons, raid bosses, hell yeah. This is a great example. Palworld seems to be absolutely packed with features that I really hope that it does well. Like, I'm actually basing it more off of this other game that came out called Craftopia that seemed to be like an interesting survival base building factory game, but then was just like, yeah, had a lot of stuff that didn't hit. That a lot of bloatware features and the like. I should read this. Hey, I only joined so that I could get my castle back. I'm not gonna be dragged along in this stupid hunt. I'm gonna gather my minions and rebuild my castle. And you, Mario, as official member of Bowser's Minion, it's your duty to help with the repairs. Bowser, you're completely missing the point. What? I'll riff your stuffing out. No, think about it, Bowser. Exor connects the two worlds, right? Even though we defeated Exor, there'll be other weapon beasts that comes through that connection. Castle's an entrance point to your world. In short, the weapons will all pass through your castle. Is that what you want? Well, more weapon things coming to take over my castle? What about my privacy? Yikes, this isn't good at all. In fact, this stinks. Can't just be pal with these nincompoops. Got an image to keep up. Got it. One insults Bowser's minions and gets away with it. Got a bone to pick with this smithy guy. Go on, Mario, let's teach him a lesson right now. Together. So sly. It's like we're together on this one. Let's go. I love Bowser. No, I'm excited for like... I fell. Like when you mentioned, Ace, that you were able, like, first of all, able to open up a server and wanting to do like a massive community one. Like, first of all, that's one thing that it has up above Pokemon. The Pokemon never really got any sort of multiplayer, like, right? The most they did was Scarlet and Violet, or like the multiplayer battles and tradings, but I don't know, Pokemon is like, it needs so much grinding that it is so just... Actually, compared to what I've seen on every other game in that genre, Pokemon is kind of bare bones. Like, you have the gym challenge, you got the story. What is this thing? Amiiboid! Oh, I would love a plush or a model of them. That it's just kind of... like everything else with... Because I know Digimon has more dynamics with the Digimon themselves, and like Palworld has, you know, survival elements. Okay. Oh, sweet. Brett knows where it is at all times. It's because it knows where it isn't by subtracting where it is from where it is. Welcome in, Brittastic. And that is a big assumption that I know both where I am and where I am not. Spend some time making a channel on Discord and yeah, basic rules, etc. for prep work. That's because I think I remember you saying that. Oh, Ultra Hammer. That is not better than my Lazy Shell. I just know that by now. That's just generally a good idea for if you're doing community anything or like more than known friends. That it's good to have that sort of baseline done. I was talking about you. Well, I suppose I assume because I'm the only sentient bred here at the moment. Yeah, Digimon mechanics are about as far from Pokemon as you can get. The only thing in common is the Mon in the name and the marketable monsters. Yeah, exactly. The countdown, ring-a-ding. I'll start with the top because I assume the countdown is the boss itself. I mean, I could just thought peek with Mallow, but I could also just go on. Assuming 32 multi... Yeah, assuming that will be updated. 1 a.m. time for a nice... Wow, this is like my local weather. 1 a.m. ice storm. Spot on. I'll do Ultra. Yeah, I have a feeling that it'll probably need a bit for 32 multiplayer to be up there. Sorry, you say the only... I know what I assumed. Because there's probably... And the multiplayer will probably be better with the... Probably will need a day one patch too. Just for that much in networking. I think the game was in early access, but... that... But even then, like, there's nothing like a live test. Especially because I have a feeling that this is going to be, at the very least... Oh, shoot, that is... Item... Where's the... Yeah, I'll just do a party cleanse. I think this is stats only, but it might be health too. Yep. Sadly, I think I'm the only one in my friends group who's excited for Pal World. Well, I mean, look at it like this way. Now you have a perfect opportunity to spread your brain rot and make everyone else also excited for this. Like, be the person who says, like, hey, I have this thing, here's some screenshots of why I did a short video. It looks pretty cool. I think it would be fun to mess around in this game in. Yeah. Actually, I think... Oh, it'll be on the stream for Saturday, but let me just give a shout out to Ace so that it's easier to find the server host. We also go check Ace out. She also is the one who rigged this model of mine and, like, did an amazing job on a boat, on a ribcage. I will always love the story of I was just, like, venting after I got the art back for this. I was kind of venting in DMs about how I made a mistake. This is going to be a lot more difficult to find someone to rig than I thought. I'm going to have to find a rigger who's absolutely insane. Hello. At 8. Opening a server to start? Yeah. So, I think Pal World is like... I haven't checked Steam, but I'm assuming it's like pretty cheap. Guess I'll break. Yeah, that's a good plan. Take a break. Oh, 30 pounds, that... Wait, let me... Now I'm curious. Now I'm just curious as to what it is for me. Price. Oh, I'm seeing it as 30 USD and 20 pounds. Nope. Yeah, I found like just a random article that said it, but yeah, that's pretty good. Also, when you were venting me about rigging stuff, I'm like, I'm right here. And the conversation after was, oh my god, I forgot you're a rigger. The point is, I'm a bit dumb. And Cammy, I think that was just, the price they had on it was just, ow. Like a promotional article that said about, like, release will be for sure, but that's what they said beforehand, which is like, it was a good looking estimate. So yeah, I don't know, who knows, maybe it'll be like a Lethal Company effect. Because I remember that game was, I mean, it's a bit different because it wasn't like a... Yeah, I'd pay... It's a good price for it. Like, I'd pay that much for it. But I remember, like, with Lethal Company, that was made by like just a single person instead of a smaller studio, and also kind of cashed in on the horror, like the trendy horror game to scream as you to scream while you played. Wait, that's just the first boss. Huh. Well then. But maybe there'll be a similar effect of Pal World just kind of gets big because a lot of streamers are like, okay, I have to see this. People are hating on it because, yeah, that I can see that, but I also know that at the very least, there's going to be a bump from people who want to clown on PETA. It'll probably be a bit more niche of a title just because of the premise, but I can see it doing at least okay. Hope so. I already know I'm planning on streaming it. Hell yeah. And we'll see how it goes. I mean, hi, Boo. I should just hit them with pure water. I have a ton. I don't know, I for one am always just, whenever there's a game or like a game that's part of a genre that traditionally there hasn't been a game in that style for a while, aside from like a handful of really known ones. I'm just kind of excited for it and hoping that it gets well, or does well. Gotta run at an angle there and actually focus. I got it. Because, like, part of it is a similar thing to yeah, Pokemon did so well that absolutely nobody, that every time there's the ability to train monsters or little creatures, it's immediately called like a Pokemon clone. So hopefully any game that does well and maybe gives attention, like, hey, there's more than one way to do this thing, that'd be nice. Just hoping that it's not enough to hate. Oh, that is a good point for streaming, that it hopefully it won't be a target of hate raids or whatever, because that's a good point. Like when the TOS rules loosened up a little bit, yeah, I don't have available mods that day, so yeah, definitely be, for at least the first day or first couple of days, that is a time to be quick and on the shield mode. I was thinking of people saying Shin Megami Tensei is a Pokemon clone of the franchise. Yeah, the franchise started on the NES, and also it's like the more I think about it, the more that I'm like, wait, no, Pokemon is actually one of the more bare bones games in the series. Because first of all, SMT has the very cool thing of it actually tries to make all of its spells in an RPG like useful in a regular combat encounter. Because case in point here, it's very easy to just go through in a typical RPG. Like, you don't use your special abilities because it's a finite resource and you'll run out of power, but on a boss, that's when you absolutely drop everything onto them. But remember, SMT is, you have to use not only all of like your status effects spells, like accuracy up, enemy defense down, attack up for the boss, you actually have to use them for, holy, All right, get back here, big guy. But you actually have to use them for regular combat, which is, you know, a nice way to do that, to make sure all of your stuff is useful for the entire game. You gotta look a bit, ooh, good luck with the migraine, and I hope that that goes away, and thanks for coming by, like, always good seeing you around. Yeah, and that's the other thing, that the demon allies die, they'll stay dead. There's no reviving. Be back later. I know that, but also I can hope that maybe you'll get like good rest and recover, and yeah. But thank you. Saw a TikTok about a guy saying how they'd rather have a franchise grow with the audience rather than pandering to the young generation. Yeah, like, you know, all the other things, everything else in this genre. It's the same thing that I feel with tabletop games. Also, Ace, I am pointedly ignoring that. Yeah, like with what Digimon did. Because I remember the Digimon Survive, one of the big thing was, okay, we are having trouble making all of our characters and all of our human characters in this survive to the end of the visual novel. Probably sound like, oh no, I can take this and yell on more things because it applies to so many things. Because with tabletop RPGs, one of the things I have been harping on for people for a long time and finally got through to the group I regularly play with is there are so many more things than just D&D out there. And 9 times out of 10, D&D is the worst thing for a system. Like, you'll get, like, I remember seeing threads and posts and stuff online about, hey, how is there any conversion rules if you want to do like D&D but sci-fi or cyberpunk and all this? And like that made me so mad because I'm like, first of all, if you want to play cyberpunk, there is literally an RPG called Cyberpunk. And if you want it with D&D trappings, Shadowrun just exists. Everything you are trying to do by modding this experience or getting this thing that is very targeted to one specific goal, which for Pokemon has always been angled towards younger generations and kids games. Hell yeah, Shadowrun. The rules are whack, but you know, it's good inspiration. But there's something that is always better for what you want that is made explicitly, but this one piece of media has absolutely dominated the genre space so much that people just assume that there's nothing else and won't even try to look. You look at the anime, the original Digimon Adventure cast retired with a movie where all the characters had to come to terms with growing up and no longer needing their Digimon allies, which seems weird until you realize the Digimon are heavily designed to be a coping mechanism. Shit, that's actually awesome. And like, I think a lot of people growing up would have had like, with that media experience, a lot better times at thing. Like, that's one of those I have to pause at weird instances because I'm ranting so hard that my mouth is going dry. I'm like, I need to hydrate. But there's just so many instances where it's like or like sometimes there's this obscure media with a really good message that's like, oh, I can see that being helpful for someone to I don't know what I expected there. Well, I know what I expected. I expected bounce. Or just, you know, a deeper thing than Pokemon having a... Like, the Pokemon series has suffered a lot for its very... Every year it has to get we have to have something coming out. I know it's something that every time I've seen it for anything, it hasn't been good. Like Assassin's Creed the game, those have always gone downhill after Ubisoft tried to move to we need an Assassin's Creed every year. And Pokemon has been at such a breakneck speed because it's like, oh, wait, that's a hole I can fall down now. There should be a thing down here. Did I do the right thing? Wait, what? Oh, they've taken the bait. Guess I can spare a few minutes. Maybe they'd like to play? Huh. I still see this as an absolute win for me. I mean, these are bosses, so if I've learned anything, it's the correct direction to go when you don't know where to head is always in the path of most resistance. Never fails. Yeah, it's just all in all annoying to see that there's so much more out there if people step out their comfort zone a little bit and see that, like, wait, no, this isn't something one game invented. This is an entire weaklings. Shameful if they were to defeat me. Get back here, coward. Wait, what? Clobber ya. Well then. Mad Adder and the regular Domino. Oh, very cool, Sneck. I forgot this boss is here, but like the updated visuals and the designs in being able to use 3D model. Oh, 9. That was awful. Let's see if I can poison him. And updated graphics really was used to the full effect. Oh, resistance. All right, Bowser, go to therapy. Oh, who's that? Mario. Ow. All right. Fireball? I'm thinking the goal here is to just beat the adder out from under him. Because it seems like a lot of things I'm doing aren't having much effect. Oh. Regular attacks. Yeah, because I know that there was and sometimes like a popular enough game can have resurgence to different types of gameplay. Because for a while, a lot of first-person shooters were very similar to like the Call of Duty model, where it has to go be more tactical, more cover-based, more realistic, more all of this. But then Doom came out, or Doom 2016 happened. Oh? Cool. And then there was a whole flood of retro-like games in the style of the old Doom. Is everyone at... Yep, everyone's at full. Production's on schedule. This despite the fact that Clay Morton, Boyer, Spiritovich, and the Axum Rangers were defeated. This rate, Smithy will have a new army in no time. New army? Can't be making more weapons. Haven't you caused enough trouble already? Oh yeah, who are you? This is the Mario. Give up now while you still have a chance. Shut down production now or he'll stomp ya. What do you say, you little puffball? Mad Mallet, trash him. This is going good. Well, hey Debbie, hope you're doing well today. And welcome in. Nice seeing you around. Hope that you're having a good night. And bonk. Comment related, but I remember when Digimon Cyber Sleuths came out, this one guy made a review entitled, "If Digimon was Persona 5, Still breathing? That's good. That's a start. Doing pretty good. Better, but yeah. 2024 has been a time. Yeah, that the whole vibe of people making like, because it's the same thing with the Dark Souls of whatever, where people are just like, this is a game. This obviously invented the genre. And this is what we judge everything by when applying it to, you know, a much older game or something that is completely different and has no business being compared. I will admit to it always being kind of fun to see. Dark Souls is the Armored Core of Dark Souls. Or every time they make some sort of comparison between the two, like, did they miss the fact that not only is From Software on there, on the title, but also the fact that I'm pretty sure Armored Core is older than the series by a bit? And you're trying to make me look, aren't you? Not gonna fall for that. Hey, Ace, thanks for the bigger knife. I still have not figured out how to fix this in tits, but the knife throw on this model, I think it's because of different size and texture atlas, it just makes it massive. Yeah, Armored Core was on the PS1. Like, it's ancient. Like, that was because Dark Souls was PS3. There was Kingsfield, which was somewhat of a precursor, but not really. Yeah, it's wild. Help you guys out. Princess! Sorry I snuck out without telling you or the Chancellor. Just wanted things back to normal. I wanted to do my part to help. Yeah, Demon Souls was the launch title for the PS3 and 5. I will stand by the remastered of Demon Souls being one of the best games on PS5. Passing Elden Ring. Like, I just had a much more fun time with that one. Princess, yes, that's it. Any job that lets me help both Mario and the princess is worthwhile. But what can you do to help? Carried all you could. Now what could you use? Ooh. Full tadpole cola. I mean, I'll grab. There's no reason not to grab all of these. For Elden Ring aside, it doesn't have much competition. I'm just thinking that in terms of visuals and like in terms of visualness, and I remember being very impressed by Demon Souls face tracking. Here's the report. Sir, drill bit will be finished in time. We're ahead of schedule. We'll make Smithy proud. Good work, everyone. Harder we work, stronger Smithy will become. Depends what we manufacture here will be. Just think of it. Smithy takes over Mario's world. We can do anything we want. Not so fast. You're a cocky bunch. Rule this world. Don't you forget it. It's Mario. Clay Morton and Spiritovich clones didn't stop him. No. Leave Mario out of this. I'm the one you need to worry about, not him. Mario, you're about to make the longest jump of your life. You're ignoring me. How dare. But I remember there being like a section in time where after the PS5 came out that Demon Souls was one of the best looking games, best playing games, and felt like it really did the most with the technology on the system. Which, yeah. Alright, thanks for the lurk, and hope whatever you gotta take care of it. Take care is easy enough to deal with. Yeah. So fine. I think at the very least the PS5 saved me with my stream Oh yeah, it's been very helpful to have to be able to offload games on a different system. Because I remember when I started, like, first got the bread roll model, the Gen 1, the crunchy one, I realized on my laptop, even if I was playing something stupid, simple, like a GameCube game, did not have, like the moon over the day, my genius and brawn are lost on these fools. Haiku. It's okay, Bowser. I think you're great. Well, but like people, it takes a lot to stream on PC and have the model and all the software up. And the fact that there's still a lot of games you can get that are cross-platform between PC and PS5, along with some pretty good exclusives. Like, I think, well, is a 1-year timed exclusive for 16, but that one was a good one. Right, that is impossible. Sin against Smithy will be dealt with by immediate meltdown. Meltdown? Can't scare me. Got Mario by my side. Centers will be eliminated. Production will continue. Oh, Peach tried. Poundette. That director. It is nice to... And honestly, my biggest thing with the PS5 is... Yes, I could get a lot of those games on PC. I prefer getting them on there because that means I get to sit on my couch, and I'm going to wait to do a big AoE until after I can get Peach to remove fear. Because there's just something nice that, like, the other part of it is that my day job involves sitting at a desk all day, so dang it. They are dedicated to being a pain. So it's also just nice to have, like, for me personally, option to not be at a desk and relax on a couch. Like, it's just more comfortable. For a while, I remember for a while, like back in high school, I had a lot of friends who were very much up in arms and on the side. Like, they were the people who were unironically back in 10, 15 years ago posting like the PC Master Race BS. And they were very annoying about how, no, PCs are just the best. They're the only things that you should game on. Everything else is completely inferior. I'm just like, yes, but you can be a lot more comfortable while you do it. Also, the GameCube slaps, and I will take no dissent on this. Oh dang, that almost got everyone. And there's everyone. Because really, with the amount of tech that... Yep. That was scary. But can't run away now. Gotta kick these lowlights out of our world. Like, the amount of computer hardware that goes into a console nowadays, you're essentially doing a two computer setup when you stream with them. Because I know some people they won't buy as big or impressive as a setup for their PC, but it'll instead go for... Oh, Mario, I'm surprised to see you here. This is the end of the line for you. Closest you'll ever get to Smithy, so savor the moment. Be funner for my incredible invention, the Gunyulk egg. I did not dodge that. Okay, heal up, Peach, because maybe I could use a couple levels right now. Oh, I love the little face on the yolk. Yeah, like, some people will have two equally, like, middle of the road computers instead of one very high end, and use one for running their games and the other for running like OBS and their streaming setup. I forgot that this is a massive boss rush through here. I think it's a similar thing. Oh, wow. Factory Chief wasn't as unimpressive as I assumed. Like, yeah, you do lose. Okay, I need to swap out for Malo to see what this guy's weaknesses are. I'm actually going to have to play seriously. Ba-dink, ba-dink, ba-dink. Ah. Yeah, I'm trying to save for a stream dedicate. Yeah, that... Good luck with that. Like, So I got in my head the idea that... Because a lot of my friends have been on, like, the 2-week Minecraft kick for multiple weeks. And I got into my head of, maybe it would be fun to just, like, oh, lightning, ice, fear, poison, sleep, you. Before beaten, there'll be no one to watch the boss's back. And I got in my head of, like, you can just buy a single rack server. Reminds me, yes, Mobby, we have to make time to play more of that. For sure. I'm struggling with the Northern Dilemma. I want to get some food, but I don't want to go clean off my car. If you're in an area where you think it won't get stolen, what I've always done is let it run for a while so it'll soften off the snow and ice, so you don't have to brush like the front and back windshield. And then I'll leave it all on top and just accelerate. Free tomorrow. Am I free Wednesday? I actually don't know. I feel like I might have something. Thursday I probably won't be, but if I'm free tomorrow, I will let you know. Jumping the first thing I heard, oh yeah, you can just buy a single rack server. What are you up to? Well, to restart the story for your benefit, Zero Realm, a lot of friends are on like the 2-week Minecraft phase that's lasted for a long time. And I'm like, you can just buy these things. Like, it's just out there. Pack in some okay hardware. It's just a frame. It's just a face. Like, middle of the road, a moderate amount of RAM, and boom, server. So, I was like pricing it out, and I saw a pretty good one for, like, it is used and off of eBay, but it's like refurbished. And you just have to get a server manager up there, remote into it, and yeah, you can use it for all types of things. Like, I wonder if I could even use it in a distributed streaming setup where like OBS and VTube Studio. It'd be weird because I don't think I could do VTube Studio. Maybe my bot and a couple of other things. But VTube Studio, you need to have the screen size. You have to have a window actually up and behind things. And OBS, no, I need OBS. I can't run that on a headless server. I mean, I have my old gaming laptop under my desk that I've set up to run a server for that reason. Hell yeah. I'm just thinking that between like paying for space, after a certain point, it makes more sense to buy your own server than to keep on paying for a Minecraft server, especially if you get it cheap with good internals. Friends used to use my friend's old gaming laptop as a server, ran fine. Yeah, mods and everything. You have Ubuntu running on it and can just it. Yeah, that's the plan. Like, just get a rack that you can SSH to, or have a... Because I don't want to run more cords. I have enough HDMI cords. I have way too many. Already finished tour of the factory, huh? Alright then, how about a little demonstration? Yo, Smithy, stop making those things and hand over the star piece, now! So you're Mario. It's like we're gonna have a little dispute over the star. Just hand it over and get out of my castle. My, we're a little touchy today, aren't we? You know, I'm actually growing rather fond of this place. Please, don't make us go through any more. Just give us the star, now! Better yet, why don't you give me your stars? I could easily conquer this world. could get rid of all wishes, create a world filled with weapons. Let's beat his ass. Over here, now. Crush you all. For those who cares, BitVibes is best for that kind of stuff if your main machine is Windows. Good to know. I was just going to get a Windows Server Manager and also deal with it as I got it, because the first thing is saving for the hardware. That's going to take a minute. No weaknesses. Damn. And I would be tempted to use like my old laptop, but it is not a gaming laptop. It is completely useless in that regard. Like, it had problems running base Minecraft. Here's it hidden. So and honestly, part of the appeal is that I found on eBay there's this place that'll take old Windows servers and refurbish them, and like it won't last as long, because that's just the truth of buying refurbished computer hardware at any means. Like, you can't make something that's been run in a business context and get it up to new or almost, or to as good as new. You can make it better, but the runtime hours will always be an issue. I'm gonna get rid of the smelter first. The problem is I think that my basic attacks do as much as specials. But just between having a couple bots, like, I would be curious if I could have my streaming bot have 100% uptime or higher uptime. Just so that'd be one more. No, I'd have. Now I'm thinking too much on how all this would have to work, because my bot needs VTube Studio to be open in order to run, and that, so the moment I closed it would crash. But I don't know, I'm just thinking that in terms of computers, that if I get like a secondary or backup system, I would probably go for a server to augment what I have already, instead of getting like a second PC for streaming purposes. Because what I have messed with before is I have a couple Raspberry Pis floating around that I've been able to use those before as essentially mini servers. Like, I'd have something running on them and leave it plugged in somewhere. But lately, all the thoughts I've had for things that have server applications have all been just like, that would melt a small Raspberry Pi. That is just too much power needed for what I have. Close. Yeah, getting close if he's doing melee. Alright. No! Nope. Calm down, Smithy. Head looks like a geyser. Don't get so worked up. Think of your blood pressure. Just built this yesterday and the foundation's very weak. So stop shaking the floor. How utterly annoying. Huh, what the? How in the heck? Phase 2, phase 2, phase 2. I love how Smithy is kind of like a counterpart of Bowser, in that Bowser's a very good boss, Smithy is not. Ugh. Burning, seething. Never have I been so wronged. It's time. Show you my real form. Show you true power. Teach you respect, and I shall have my revenge. Ugh. He's reforging himself. Ugh. Come on, you puny ants. Now, first thing I need... No! Did that completely wrong. Because I think the heads have a different... Yeah. Tank head. It's his body we need to destroy. Actually, I will switch Bowser out for Mallow to get a couple peeks on his body. 740. That's not a lot. He's doing a whole lot more damage, but 740 is not a lot. Oh yeah, he's also kind of a counterpart to Geno for his attacks. Interesting. Alright, what's your head say? A lot more. So yeah, it's... That is not worth hitting anything but the body. Attacks a lot more. I get Bowser back out, because if we survive this... Can't move! Oh! I was wrong. That is... It's the head we need... we need to worry about. Wizard head. And I also need more FP. That bit of the game where you can just... Oh shit, I didn't look at any of his resistances, so I have no idea if this is going to work. But when you just have way more items than you need and can just, in a battle of attrition, are guaranteed to win. Now let's try this. Hyper focus through trying to time this past like 10, 11, damn. I think he might just be strong to everything but physical. Burn him with... Eesh. Yeah, I think it makes sense to keep his body well out of it. Group hugs. Came back from walking my dog and see my cat's on his Steam Deck keyboard and hearing asking Limza chat who was leader over and over again. You know, sometimes you just have to admit when you're playing Final Fantasy XIV that you are going to be asked by a cat in Limza Luminza who is leader and what's happening. It's just how things go. Holy. Did they get any answers? So that ha! Has a wild variety of head types. I think he just cycles them. I'm still doing good damage, but I'm pretty sure this is defense up. Pretty sure it got slurs in chat. Yeah, that unfortunately also makes sense. I keep on trying to block the body attacks late. Something about MMO chat that it's either that they're the best only in select instances every other time that they're actively just the worst. What's the theory? The greater internet dickwad theory, that anonymity plus the ability to do quite a lot just leads to people doing whatever they want and being the worst they can. Also, the fact that the form where he is an actual tank being one of the easiest to manage is kind of surprising. Oh, this is going great. We've just reached the point where we don't have to strategize. And Magnums and is a status attack, so the Mario just does not get affected by it. All right, Mallow, get back out here. How much do we have left on this guy? 4,000. Machines like me, I would be careful around electricity. You know, good news is Mallow does have electricity. Bad news is I do not know any of the timings. Yeah, that'll do. We'll keep Toadstool out for now. Yeah. Yeah, what? Well, oh, shoot. Nope, that was not it. Let's just try a random thing, see what happens. My bet, full elemental resistance. That would fit for the wizard motif. Ow! Quit hitting Mallow. He's a squishy boy. 3,000. No weaknesses. Yeah, so it's just actual regular attacks. Oh, yeah. Your pug. I had a thought before I went into random focus mode on this game. But whatever it was, I have completely lost it. Yeah, well, it'll come back eventually. What? What's the triple move? Spare us all. Starry Shell. Strike. Rainbow Healing. If I remember right, the lineup of Mario, Geno, Peach, because that's what was used, like, the best. Equip these people and keep them going. Don't use anyone else, and you will never have a problem in the game again, is what the regular... Like, it doesn't have a good triple move simply because that combination was very overused originally. So, yeah. How do you miss with this Field of Stars? Oh. Yeah, that works wonderfully for me. Because, you know, everyone, if nobody needs healing, can hit for over 300. I have to be getting close. Oh, in all fairness, they are also Coca-Cola. Yeah, I'll just do this. I'm curious how much damage Peach can put. Got a freebie. Yeah, on this head, there's a lot of unblockable stuff. But he is not strong. Red Essence, right? Sleepy Rock Candy. Goodie Bag, earliest times Theo. There's not really a general everyone increases, which was what I was looking for. So I'll just keep... Oh! Body and head are burning. It's not possible. Don't believe it. No! Finished. Done for. You meddlers. No! Pleasantly surprised by the difficulty spike, because I remember this being long and drawn out in the original, and this did not disappoint. Of course, I think I really struggled with Exor and did some level grinding in the factory the first time I played this, and was able, through like refighting all the bosses and struggling through all the factory supervisors and Smithy, like that. I remember getting up early one morning, putting on the game and just going at it for a couple hours. Come on, Mario. So the last one, pie. And even though like the game it's a simpler RPG, like if you keep the levels going and do just a little bit of grinding, then you won't have much of an issue. But I do love that they were able to at least make the last boss feel like how I remember it. Oh, hey, I was right. We'll be done with this game in like an hour. Thank you, everyone. Star Road's back to normal, and... Oh. Cutscenes just make it all better. He must go. His road needs him. Wait, did I reset this model? Yeah. It's just back to a little doll. No. And the other thing this game has going for it is it's relentlessly cute and charming. I am really, even though they didn't translate Neo Squid, I am really happy with how this remake turned out. Like, they did a great job at it and did, like, there's been kind of a whole, I don't know what to call it, like a reboot, revitalization, or more interest into Mario games in general, because we got this one, which they did a great job. I do wish they kind of had a bit more of a clay-like model aesthetic that the original had, but I'm still happy with how this turned out graphically. Then they have the Thousand Year Door remake, which people were wanting that for a long time. And then Wonder came out and was like, oh yeah, 2D Mario platformers are cool again. This is great. That's pretty. And there just seems to be generally a lot more Mario stuff around. which I am happy with. I am winning with this. Oh, Todovsky. A frog sage got a proper elevator instead of being hoisted around by a lackey. Wait. Poor Croco. How do I feel sorry for Booster in this one? I know he said he was waiting for the next bride to fall out of the sky, but it feels like that was mean. Nobody deserves Valentina. And Johnny Jones just out there being the main character of his own exciting story. Mallow. I really hope that this means that Mallow is like they work out something with Square Enix and Nintendo that Mallow's able to appear in more places. We're all trying to fit. Shy Guy stole his clown car. Okay, is it just me, or does anyone else... Hang on. There was a little bit of, like... What's the song from Howl's Moving Castle? I forget what it is, but, like, that main theme... There's a little bit of that in there. Okay. Well, this is also what I've been waiting to see. At the end credits of Super Mario RPG, that the credits were done while Luigi was leading it. Wait. Is this ripped from the original game? I was merry-go-round. Yes, that's the one. Thanks, Zero Realm. That is it. There's a little bit of that in there. Yeah, this is ripped from the original game. I was expecting it to be like modernized and the like, but in a way, this is a lot better to like have the original graphics brought into the end of it. So I think it also forces you into the original music too. So now they also did it with the super boss fight with Kulex, who is using not only an original 2D style sprite, but the original one from the start of the game. Oh, then. So I know from getting curious that after the credits, just stole something from Bowser's Castle. That's gonna end well from that. You're able to keep on playing with like a kind of new game plus where it's framed. Hell yeah, we're winning tonight. Where it's framed as oh, poor Dodo. Like, you just went to take a nap before fighting Smithy for real, and everything before then was just a dream. So you have the option to fight him when he is much stronger, but also go around and refight all the bosses for each character's ultimate weapons. And I've been kind of on the fence of that, on whether or not I'll do that on stream or off stream. Wow, things are just getting worse for Bowser. And I'm thinking now that I'm just going to swap off to Mario Galaxy for a bit longer. You know, call it a bit short and early stream, see how far we can get on that one. And leave Risk, or not Risk of Rain, Born of Bread to be the full 3 hours for next time. Let's swap category. And there we go. There's no reason to keep that going. Wait. Did I save? I might not have saved. I might have to do that entire final boss again on my own time.
Bread.
I feel that exactly. Welcome in, Sickly. You're actually timed to kind of well. We just beat Mario RPG and are moving on to Galaxy, which, yeah, I was playing more on the other file. I got a couple more stars. But welcome in, and again, thank you. I don't know if you were there for when I went live, but thank you so much for the raid. Let me just give you another shout out to make sure, because you raided like when I was in the AFK. Because I don't know how people have like 10 minutes of stuff to do and set up at their desk. I'm always AFK, like running around getting something to drink, making sure that I haven't like forgotten, like, hey, is there still food out in the kitchen that I should take care of? What, Domarian? Don't get the opportunity very often, so it's fair. And thank you, I really appreciate that. Like, that does mean a lot. And I also get that there is it gets hard to raid some people. Like, I notice a lot of people I follow are either, it was like a Saturday, Sunday, or I was off in the middle of the week and was able to catch their stream at an odd time. Like, I can never catch it now because I'm working a regular 9 to 5 and that sucks. Or was like, they stream so late that I'm like, why am I never able to catch them live? Because I raid them after my stream. They go I know them because I raid into people after my stream or usual stream time. Texas Time and Luigi in this galaxy. Imagine having a scanner directed at exactly one person. Like, just, yeah, we're picking up trace elements of bread. Oh yeah, for sure. Work sucks, and the more I have to work, the more I agree with the type of person who says, you know, maybe we should abolish it. Maybe that's good for no one. Maybe capitalism was a bad decision. 'Cause yes. But yeah, thanks again for the raid. Like, it's really appreciated whenever anyone drops in and when schedules line up. Yeah. I hope that you're enjoying your night, and I've forgotten what you're streaming, and I hope. Oh wait, Scarlet Violet. I hope that has been going well. We were just ranting about the entire series earlier, like the entire genre, and how in the U.S. Anything with you can raise monsters is immediately taken as, oh, it's just a Pokemon knockoff. Chilling with. Oh right, you were probably there for that. Yeah. Oh, hey, Toad. Goes hate the light. Thank you for the stunning observation. Chilling with the food? Hell yeah. Like, that is one thing I always make sure that I get after stream, that I'll kind of make, like I'll just make anything. Usually have some, like, quick, easy to microwave up food for the sole reason that streaming is a lot of... No, I'm thinking of the rant we had in Fables VC the other day. Wait, was it? I'm trying to... You know, I think the biggest issue is that I realize I have so many rants. I'm trying to think of which one specifically it was. I don't know, there's a lot of things to rant about, and yeah. It becomes more and more justifiable to do so every day. Oh, stupid sling star shard thingy. There we go. I love that secret. Yeah. But no, it's like always, because streaming is a lot more work than you'd expect, and actually, for as fun as it is, it's also pretty tiring. So just, even though I do hate that I have to, like, always and every time when I raid, I'll stay in for a little bit while I eat the food, and then I just go to bed after a stream. That's a schedule that I have to take for my job. To stay functional, I am barely on afterwards. But that's why I know a lot of people say, like, Luigi, help is on the way. I can't believe that worked. How did that work? That should not have worked. The rare point where you can actually wall jump off of things. A lot of people say Luigi. I don't know what I was talking about before. Oh, right. I mean, a lot of people do say Luigi. That is true. But, like, I know a lot of people, and I've borrowed, I've kind of borrowed the stream intro from a couple of friends. They'll say to, like, whenever someone raids, get a snack if you, like, get a snack, get some water. Wait. Feels like I was able to go through that. Weird. What? Okay, either all boos are female, or all boos... There's, like, multiple options. All boos are female, all boos are gay, which we stand a gay ghost here. Or Mario is just oddly attractive in ghost form. Could be either. Bro, he finally came. Got lost with the toads. It's terrible. Found a power star, so it makes up for it, right? Yeah, like the full... Someone just raids and you rattle off the full, like, self-care, go raid and run if you have to. Just because, honestly, it's nice to hear that. So I just get reminded that, oh yeah, I should probably go hit other things up. And also, like, yeah, I can just drop everyone off and leave. Hey, welcome back. I can see your brother from here. If you ask him, I bet he'll help you search for power stars. And I'm sure he has a lot to tell you. You should go speak to him over there by the garage. So this loops back, but I've been playing Halo lately, and between that and my experiences playing Warframe, I realized there's a genre of characters in a space-based game. Bro, you're looking for power stars, right? Let me help. Think you might have missed one in Good Egg Galaxy. If I find it, I'll write you a letter. Keep your eyes peeled for it. But both Warframe and Halo have a very similar character. And then with Rosalina, I realized that there's just, like, for whatever reason, any games with, like, sci-fi or space type of settings will sometimes have a space mom. Because, like, there's the Lotus in Warframe, which is actually called by fans Space Mom. And there's Dr. Hazley in Halo, who is not called it, but, like, if you have a scene with her and a Spartan and and a Spartan 2 that isn't Master Chief, they will treat her like their mother, because she practically is as a scientist who made Spartans a thing. And then with this game in Rosalina, she is literally every Luma will call her mom or mama, to the point that you really only know her name because she introduced herself to you and told it to you. Like, everyone else, every other character who refers to it that isn't like a Toad just calls her mom. And honestly, I do like it. I do love the idea that, yes, there's this character that in game everyone calls her mama, just because she is literally a mother. Ah, wrong way. I remember this taking a long time for a mixture of being really careful of these jumps, taking way too long, but also, and this should be to the surprise of absolutely no one, me thinking, I can make that jump. I cannot make that jump. And just trying to, like, send it here. Oh god, if this piano is haunted, I have had enough of that in the first game. And by the first game, I mean 64. Oh, hang on, gotta answer this. I swear, the killer piano traumatized generations of kids who also, in a level of cruelty, were probably told that they should take piano lessons, which is just unfair to them. 1, 2, 3, and... ah, the one that will stay there. And just have to one more thing. Oh, first Luigi one. Got started. Now I can't get back. Picture. That gives me a question, because after you get a star, Mario just kind of makes it back. So, like, oh, Juzen, welcome in. And yeah, human form this time. How are you doing? And hope that you're doing well. But yeah, I'd say, yeah, right, good egg. Good. Hell yeah, that is good to hear. I'm having a great time. We beat Super Mario RPG a bit earlier, and to keep it on theme, I decided, yeah, let's go with this one, because it's one of the best games on the Wii. I absolutely love this game, and was waiting for an excuse to play this. Ah! No, I screwed it up. Perfect. Brad, do you know Mario Galaxy was Mario's last game before he became one of the stars? Yeah, I know. That's so heartbreaking to know that this was just his last game. So sad. No, welcome, Anai. Speaking of Mario, I hope that you had a good time with Mario Wonder. I was lurking there and saw that you got like to Bowser's Castle. So hope you're able to beat it and that you had fun with that game. I was honestly blown away with how good that game was. Like, it is just everything that. Oh wait, this is complete. There's nothing left here. Yeah, I remember people what I'm trying to say is I remember people comparing it to like the difference between Mario Bros 3 and Super Mario World, with how that one was so radically different. And like, yeah, it fits. It tried a bunch of things, but they also gave the devs the time and freedom to actually make sure all of them hit. And remember that I feel like this game also did that too for a degree, because not only is it themed way different than previous games, because in terms of like this 3D style Mario's, the last one was Galaxy. Or not Galaxy, this one's Galaxy. Ugh, brain smooth. The last one was Sunshine, which was tropical, like based on a tropical island, like tropical vacation, like. So going from that to space, like it did well enough to get a second one, but unfortunately they stripped away a lot of what people liked was kind of the more focus on story, with actually giving Rosalina backstory and a bit more narrative than just, yeah, go clear these levels, they're fun, which is what they went with on executive insistence with 2. That is just less story, more gameplay. So you're after it too. Oh, you'll have to race me for it. Hey, let's go, boo. Here we go. But like Mario, I always feel that most games will do their best when they're allowed to experiment and try things. This is going poorly. I am still in first, but like when they're able to iterate and experiment with their mechanics, that always helps. Like some of my favorite games have always been the ones that have been, we're just trying something, we don't know if it will work, but we want to. Wait, you can fire star bits from? You can fire star bits in a pulsar? I didn't know that. And then having that freedom to take some risks. Sure, not all of them will pay off, but more often than not, it'll at least be remembered. I know Legend of Zelda has an issue with this, where it seems there's a good run where every single game, when it initially came out, was criticized and panned of like, oh, of Wind Waker came out? Oh, the sailing mechanic's stupid, and all the and the chibi cutesy design is awful. All right, let's release some Twilight Princess. It has a much more mature, darker aesthetic and closer to, in terms of the original game, which you did not like. That Wind Waker was was so radically different from Ocarina. This sucks. It's so similar to Ocarina, and the mature adult Link style is stupid. We don't like it. We liked Wind Waker because it took risks and had a memorable art style. Like, dudes, half of the reason things are not good is because you cannot keep it consistent, and will just hate on anything the minute and immediately put the last thing out there through a nostalgia filter. Which fortunately not every Nintendo game has that issue, but there's still there's still a degree of with Nintendo fans where everything new is a problem and everything old is the gold standard and it should never be departed from. But also when a new game that tries to actually do that, where it's a throwback or follows very closely in the footsteps of the old game, like the fans said they wanted, happens, then it's not adventurous enough. It's just relying on nostalgia. Nintendo's losing its touch. Like, yeah. There's just no pleasing some people, and all of those people are Nintendo fans. And launch. Close enough. Whoop. Wait. There's... Oh! I do love... Wait, can I just... Come on! Stretch, Mario! Get it! Get it! Okay, fine. There we go. The one thing that was also impressive for, like, Wonder, and also this game to a degree, was it had a willingness to, like, more so with Wonder, but it had a willingness to say, okay, we've done this gimmick. It did what Titanfall 2 did, where it had a gimmick for a set amount of time. Like, there's some things that are a bit more always present, like the pole stars, mines, and big mazes of them. But things like the sling pods show up really sparingly, and the bomboos are only in this level. Wonder does it even better with some enemies and concepts being only in one level, or like Wonder Flower effects being only in one place, and then just not appearing again. God, Bouldergeist has been implanted in my mind without my consent for how hard his Daredevil run is. It took me so many tries to beat him for that star. God. But it seems like a lot of like thought when it comes to game design is that this thing worked. It hit well with test audience. Do it more. Do more of the thing. But when like actual media theory shows up, the opposite is true. Like, I know for a rule for comedy is you don't run the joke into the ground. You let it hit, you let the surprise or the novelty of it be there, and then you move on to another piece of material. You don't just let it exist and keep on existing without much thought to it getting old or overstaying its welcome. Also, I am an idiot. I never knew that I always had to hit the hands. I never knew that if you stood close enough when I was dropping its rocks that you were able to just smack it down up close. Huh, you learn something new every day. And from what it seems like at least I feel for the past couple of years, things have been moving less and less towards AAA studios. Like they still have a lot of say and sway in the industry because they have the resources for it. But as far as it goes to actually making memorable games, it most of the games I remember that aren't Nintendo are either things that are like, yeah, that one didn't live up to the hype, or that one was good, but I have some reservations with it. Because my unpopular opinion when it comes to Red Dead Redemption 2, a game that everyone said was like amazing, define the genre, or one of the best games on PS4, is that it would have been great if it was released on PS3. That it just had a lot of things that either weren't quite well implemented or would have fit very, like, it felt like a game that I could have seen coming out like 10, well, actually it did come out like close to 10, but like a couple years after Red Dead Redemption 1 in terms of mechanics. Like, it didn't feel like it did a lot of things new. It just felt like it did a lot of things that required a lot of time to make without doing a lot. Like, it had a lot of just small fiddly things that were, in its own words, for immersion's sake. And like, there's some games like Final Fantasy 16 that one I'm impressed by, and think that that's one of the rare, it's an exception that proves the rules. Here's a AAA company that did a good, memorable job. Like, it still had some flaws. A lot of the side quests felt like something you'd get in an MMO, which more often than not, you do not want an MMO style quest in a video game, in a standard RPG, because especially because it's, oh damn it, that thing goes a lot faster than I expected. But because a lot of like the Final Fantasy 14 style quests, which it's the same devs between them both, we ball. We don't need the live stream this time. Yeah, it's the same dev between them both. And the advice I got for Final Fantasy 14 quests is, this is how you tell if it gives you a substantial reward. If it doesn't have this mark on it, it is absolutely not worth doing. And man, they really carried that over into 16's quest design. Skip up, fine. Then I guess I'll just whoop you myself. On this Grand Star so bad, you're gonna have to take it from me. Alright. Get broadsided, nerd. I will stop handling everything with just rampant, unthinking aggression when it stops being the right call. Because I'm just saying, I've played cautiously, and I've had more issues with that because ow. I have more issues with cautious play because that's given me enough time to screw up. With rampant, unrefined aggression, it does not give me time to screw up, but it does not give the enemy time to get into a position to mess with me. Because I was stuck on a level in Halo where it turns out the solution I needed was just run at the enemy in a tank that kept on killing me. I kept on trying to deal with it responsibly. Didn't work. Bum rushing with a rocket launcher, though, that worked. Yeah. I think at this point, I have enough stars that I can actually skip the bedroom. Yeah, I need Yep, that is everything in the bedroom completely discovered off the bat. Thanks to you and your friends, all the domes on the lower level are working again. Once the engine room on the upper level has power, the whole observatory will be working. And then the Comet Observatory will fly as a starship once again. So you'll be able to fly to your special one in the center of the universe. Yeah, because the only thing the game tells you you need to do is get the engine room's Grand Star working. After that point, if you just went through the domes as fast as you can, which is kind of what the game assumes that you'll do, then you're able to... Then there'll be a countdown set up for getting to 60 stars. Oh, hey, the Daredevil Comet. Let's see if we can do this. Bouldergeist. And there's enough, because people, the devs rightly expected people to get stuck or want to jump around and play a little bit in each galaxy before going on, before 100% completing them. There's enough stars on the ground level to skip the countdown entirely. But I don't know, I've always found that when it comes to these games, I 100% them largely because I find it fun. Like, each level is usually of a good enough or a high enough quality that instead of it being like a chore or hard, that I 100% them just because oh, dang it, I was not paying attention. Because I just want to. And like, you see it with how I've played through these games. Like 64 and Galaxy I plan on 100%ing. I won't do a Luigi run because that's literally just the same game again. And with like minor differences aside from you can get one more star after you get the full 240. But like Sunshine, there was a couple that I didn't get for the sole reason that I see what they're doing, I understand the gimmick, but the gimmick they tried to make was a lot more annoying and a bigger pain in the ass than I thought it was worth to go through and show off. So I simply left it. And honestly, I feel that with a lot of games recently, that's been something that has been helpful to learn. That it's okay not to 100% or get every little bit. Like Tears of the Kingdom, I also didn't fully play through that game. Like, I didn't get all the shrines, I didn't get all the fancy armor. I didn't do everything. For the sole reason that it's taking so long to play through it that a lot of my friends had already gotten through it and I'd like gotten sidetracked by another game or something else, or just wasn't able to get into the loop as fully as I wanted to. So I didn't. I'm just like, okay, I'm going to go cook up a bunch of food. I'm going to take my not fully upgraded armor. And I'm just going to go fight Ganon. And you know, I kind of had a bit more fun that way. Because like, not only was I not stupidly overpowered, I was fighting at a bit of a disadvantage. And it was a lot more skin in my teeth. Which, end of the day, I kind of appreciate a fair and fun amount of difficulty a lot more. definitely more than I appreciate 100% completion. All right, so actually, I think this is a good place to stop because doing all the voices and the like, I think my throat was already a little bit sore from other things today. So I'm going to call it there a bit early. That and some friends have been floating out the idea of playing some games. So yeah, let's see who we have to raid. But as always, thank y'all for coming by and chatting tonight. I had a whole lot of fun and really enjoyed hanging out with all you and talking, and I was really glad to show off the end of Super Mario RPG. That's one of my favorite RPGs of all time, and was really happy with that ending and being able to show it off. So let's see. On the people we have to raid, I don't think I think it's been a while since we've raided Cass. So let's raid Lieutenant Cassiopeia. They are oh, cool. They're doing some bot work. Like, if you've ever wondered what goes into my bots or the bot that I use, it looks like this is that they're doing something different for HTML, CSS application. But yeah, they also do a lot of gaming and a lot of different things. So like, they are truly a variety streamer. So drop in, say hi, and yeah. See you again this Thursday for Born and Bred, which was supposed to be today, but I misread the schedule and decided to roll with it. Yeah, so say hi to her and have a good night. See ya.